ready for day 3? Today we're going to repeat some of the movements we did on day 1 and a few of the movements we did on day 2 and put those together for day 3, incorporate them into day 3. So I want you to begin by lying down on your back. If you didn't see day 1 video, we used the blanket under the head to support the head so that the chin and the forehead would be equal. Make yourself comfortable. And just take a moment to notice the floor beneath you. For example, the back of your head is touching the blanket. Your upper back is touching the floor. Your lower back may be off the floor ever so slightly. Just notice what else is touching the mat or the floor. Back of your legs maybe, the soles of your feet. Just be very, very aware of the back of your body against the surface supporting you. Next, find your breath and notice that you are breathing. We're going to begin by hugging in just the right knee toward the chest. Extending the right leg up to the ceiling for bend the knee and straighten. Bend the knee and straighten. Keep going. Keeping the leg extended, you can slide your hands up to the calf or the ankle to gently draw the right leg toward you. From here, you can point the toes and press the heel like we did on day 1. You can even add circles. I'll leave this up to you. We have a few more breaths. You can squeeze your toes and wiggle them. Hugging the knee in. And to the floor goes the right foot. Left knee gets hugged in this time. Pausing for about 2 breaths. Left leg extends up to the ceiling for bend the knee and straighten. And bend and straighten. Leg stays up for pointing and flexing or drawing the leg toward you. Maybe some ankle rolls will feel good to warm up the ankles and the calf. When it's a good time for you, hugging the left knee in. And this time when the left foot goes to the floor, please bend both knees. Feet are hip width distance apart. Arms can be out in T. We're preparing for windshield wipers. And if you recall, this is where the knees guide over to one side And then over to the opposite side, but at your own pace. Keep going. Few more. And when you're ready, you're welcome to hug both knees in toward your chest. Relax your face. Smooth out the forehead. Relax the bridge of the nose. Find your breath. And eventually the arms float out into T for reclined twists with movement. The head can roll the opposite direction of your knees each time to incorporate the cervical spine. And if that's too much for your neck, just keep your nose pointed upward towards the ceiling. So head centered, but continue with the knees moving into the twist. A few more. And the next time the knees come to the chest, you can hug them in again, or you're welcome to place your feet on the mat. About 2 to 3 breaths here. Please log roll over to your side and place your hands down, palms down, to gently press the floor away, lifting up into a seated position. And just like we did on day 1, you're welcome to sit on your blanket. I want to take a moment to teach you a breathing technique called box breathing. And right this second, I can't remember the Sanskrit name. Samavriti? Don't quote me on that. Box breathing is equal breathing and equal retention. So what you're going to be doing is inhaling to the count of 3, holding your breath to the count of 3, exhaling 3, hold your breath 3. See how I move my hands? Hence, box breathing. I heard that the Navy SEALs gave it the name box breathing. They have implemented this breathing technique to help calm the body, to become centered. And I figured if it works for the Navy SEALs, it's going to work for us. So I'm going to walk you through this. You're welcome to watch me if you're a visual learner. However, I'm just going to move my hands into a box. I'm verbally going to walk you through it. So either way, if you're comfortable closing your eyes, I invite you to close your eyes. And the first thing you want to do is sit up tall. It's hard to breathe properly if you're squeezing your diaphragm and collapsing your lungs. So you want to give room for your internal organs to do their thing. Sit up tall. Drop the shoulders. And first you find your breath. Just notice that you are breathing. Okay, we're going to inhale to the count of 3. Inhaling through your nose. And then you're going to hold your breath. Exhale through your nose. Hold the breath. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3. Try it on your own. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Okay, please return to your natural breath. Now, you can lower this count to 2. So if it felt as if you were running out of breath, go to number 2. Just keep everything equal. Or if you feel like you have a little more room to breathe, you can maybe count to 4 or 5. This is not a competition. So whichever, you just want to be comfortable when you're breathing. So we're going to go for 30 more seconds. Okay, so go ahead and close your eyes this time. Find your breath. And let's begin. Inhale. Continue on your own. Hold. And when you get to the end of this round, natural breath will follow. We're going to twist towards the right. So the left hand will go over to the right knee or thigh. This is a slow movement. There's no hurry in getting there. And I want you to inhale. And as you exhale, start to turn your head toward the back shoulder, towards the back wall. And then breathe comfortably. Follow your breath from the very beginning to the very end. And at the end of the breath, slowly flow back to center. And then over to the left. And at the end of this exhale, flow back to center. Side bends. One hand goes to the mat and the opposite arm reaches over your head. Reach for the side wall. Reach for the ceiling. Down the opposite side, we're going to stretch. go ahead on your own and please set your own pace. Okay, the next time you come to center, we're going to bring both arms over our head as if you were holding a ginormous beach ball. So pretty wide. Palms are up, fingers are spread. And now we want to look up at the ceiling as if you could look through that ginormous beach ball. Keep breathing. We have 2 more breaths. And as you start to lift the head to center, you're going to slowly lower the arms down towards the floor. Okay. One more seated posture. For our shoulders, arms come out in T, fingertips to shoulders, and you're going to draw circles with your elbows on the side walls. Circles with your elbows on the side walls. Take a look at your circles. Are they little or are they big? Change them up. So if you're making big, big circles, make tiny circles. Now notice the direction. Reverse that direction. And maybe change the size again. Maybe change the direction. Keep going, make it your own. Okay, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna bring the arms out to the sides, elbows to the sides, and then up and down, and up and down. Keep going, just a few more. 3, okay, alrighty. My shoulders are so tight. And down. All right, that was more than a few. We're gonna go to our hands and knees next. Remember, you can put the blanket under your knees. And we're gonna move right into downward facing dog this week. So hands under shoulders, fingers are spread, knees are under hips, tuck the toes, lift the knees, downward facing dog. Remember, you can walk your dog, which means you bend one knee a lot, and then switch. You can come up onto the balls of the feet, and then have heavy heels. Balls of the feet, heavy heels. Just something to try. All right, we're going into our first child's pose for today. And remember, your arms can be over your head, crisscrossed, or down to your sides. Couple more breaths. We're going to move into downward facing dog. So when you're ready, try it on your own. Okay, we're going to try something a little different. We're going to walk both feet toward the hands, or the hands toward the feet. And eventually the hands are going to come off the yoga mat and you'll be hanging upside down in what we call ragdoll. So the hands come off the mat and you can sway from side to side. Some students like to hold opposite elbows. And then we're going to go into a lunge, our first lunge this semester. So you're going to bend your knees a lot, get your hands down on the floor, taking the right foot back and the left foot, the left foot goes up between the thumbs and the knee should be right over your ankle. So we don't want the runner's lunge. We want knee over ankle. And the back knee can be up or down. And the hands can be on the mat, or you could bring the hands up to your thigh. Or you can reach both arms up to the ceiling. There's many, many variations of the upper body, of the arms in this posture. For today, we're only going to be here one more breath. To come out, you're going to tuck your back toes under. Lift your knee and then lift your bum. It makes it easier to step forward. Giant step up, all the way up. And then just repeat on the other side. Left foot back. Back knee can be down or up. Any arm variation. This is my tight side. So I don't think I'm going to take my arms to the ceiling. And this time we're going to step back into a plank. So remember, hands are down, back toe tucks, back knee lifts, bum lifts. Giant step back, plank. Last breath. We're going to go into cobra or sphinx or up dog. We learned this on our last video. So you can lower the knees first, elbows are pointed back, lower the chest down between your thumbs. And just as a review, you can come into cobra. Cobra, you are not pressing the floor away, so you can lift your hands to make sure. You can move into sphinx pose, elbows down, chest lifted. Or you can flow into upward facing dog. Straight elbows, shoulders back and down. Thighs can be on the mat, or you can even tuck your toes and lift your body up. And then downward facing dog. Child's pose will follow anytime you are ready. We're going to repeat this sequence one more time and speed it up a little. So here we go. Downward facing dog. Walk the hands towards the feet or the feet towards the hands. Preferably you're walking the feet to the top of the mat so you have room to step back. If you're using a mat. Bend the knees, right foot back lunge. Any variation. I'll keep my back knee up so you can see. We're going to step forward. Left foot back, lunge. This time we're going to step back into a plank. You can try no knees, lowering down. Your choice, cobra, sphinx or up dog, or a little bit of all three or two, whichever you prefer. We have 2 more breaths. Downward facing dog, last one. We'll flow into child's pose whenever you are ready. And this time when you get to child's pose, you can probably hear the sound of your own breath. So just relax the best you can. Surrender to the floor. Try slowing down your breath. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 1. Stay in child's pose. Slow down the breath. And slowly begin to roll yourself up. Take your time to lie down on your back. Make yourself comfortable. Today's relaxation, we're going to follow the spine. So I'm going to talk you through it. And all you have to do is relax. You're going to be here for about 5 minutes. First of all, make your legs comfortable in a comfortable way for you. And make your arms comfortable. And with your eyes closed, bring all your attention to the tip of your vertebrae, your tailbone. And relax this area. Relax your buttocks, your hips in and around their sockets. And we're going to travel up in your mind's eye. You're going to travel up your vertebrae to your lower back. And then relax the waistline. Soften the belly. Maybe notice that you are breathing. From the lower back, travel up a few more inches to the back of your rib cage. It makes contact with the mat or the floor. And then release the front of the ribs. Make sure you're not holding tension, so the rib cage is relaxed, soft. And from the back of the ribs, you're going to travel up to that space between your shoulder blades. The upper back is broad and wide against the floor. From the upper back, travel up your spine into the back of your neck and let go, relax. You can soften the throat center. And from the back of the neck, keep traveling up into the back of your skull. And the back of the head is broad and wide against the floor or pillow. Relax your facial features. And allow yourself to rest here for another minute or two. Please roll over to rest on your side. And then begin to gently press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Just sitting quiet for about a half a minute. You're welcome to place the palms of your hands together, bringing the hands up toward your chest, and taking a moment to bow forward to close your yoga practice for today. Namaste.